With your piece of food in front of you, find your way to a seated position. And once you're settled into a comfortable position, beginning by taking your eyes and looking at the object in front of you as if you're an extraterrestrial. You're not from Earth, and now you've been given this object and it's been placed in front of you. And now we're going to look at it with a very open and curious attitude. So looking at your object, noticing the details, maybe the colors, maybe how the light glances off of it. Looking closely, taking your time, taking it all in. Noticing if, while looking at it, any thoughts pop into your head about it. And acknowledging those thoughts. And then letting them go to, again, taking the object through your eyes. And now reaching out very slowly with one of your hands and between two fingers, maybe an index finger and a thumb, gently picking up the object to get a closer look. Noticing if any parts of it look different now that you're examining it more closely. And also noticing the texture now. How does it feel in your fingers? Noticing how your hand is able to manipulate the object almost effortlessly, rotating the muscles in your fingers, ligaments in your hand, working in perfect orchestration. Noticing the symmetry of your object. And its dissymmetries. And And perhaps, again, thoughts are popping up as you observe your object in great detail. Things you may have never noticed before about the object. And acknowledging those thoughts, and then letting them go, and slowly placing the object back on the plate in front of you. And now we're going to get ready to pick up the object and very slowly bring it towards our nose. So reaching down, picking it up again, maybe in the same fingers, maybe different fingers. Slowly bringing it towards your nose and noticing at what point you can smell the object. Whether it has a strong scent, maybe barely anything at all. We're observing, we're being very curious. And at this point, noticing whether anything is happening in our body right now, in the present moment. Perhaps saliva in the mouth, perhaps sensations in the stomach as you smell your object. And now, ever so slowly, bring the object to your lips and placing it against your lips, noticing how this feels. Is the texture the same as when you picked it up with your fingers? Noticing, very curious. And now placing the object between two teeth. And noticing how that feels. And when you're ready, taking a single bite down into the object. And chewing it slowly, noticing everything that takes place as you experience the object and eating it. Noticing the entire spectrum of flavors in your mouth. Any sounds generated from chewing. And swallowing when you're ready. And noticing any aftertaste, what lingers in your mouth. Noticing the sensations present in your body after swallowing your object. And seeing if you can notice that your body is now exactly one object heavier. Then moving your awareness to thoughts about where the object came from. Maybe where you bought it. Maybe where it came from. Perhaps how it was made or how it was grown, and what went into that process. Considering how the people or the animals or the land that was used to go into making your object, considering how all those entities were treated. Now bringing your attention back to your surroundings. Maybe your bottom on the seat, your feet on the ground, any sounds around you. And taking one final deep breath to bring the meditation to a close. That was a very typical exercise that you would do going through a traditional 8-week mindfulness course or program. And eating is something that we do every day, and we do it to varying degrees of mindfulness, myself included. I often eat while watching video or listening to music. Especially down here, I've been listening to a lot of Spanish music while eating. Or we're out at a restaurant talking to people, but rarely the focus is the food in the moment and the experience of that. And slowing down occasionally to do something like this can be eye-opening. Perhaps you realize some things that you normally don't take in when you're normally eating. Perhaps it was annoying to go through things excruciatingly slowly. But it's meant to break up your rhythm. It's meant to break your autopilot and take you into the present moment and see it for all that it is.